Practice. Number 1. Listen to a teacher talking to a class.
I'd like you to be quieter than usual today. I have a terrible headache. I need to go see the nurse and get some Tylenol. While I'm gone, I want you to take out your textbook and notes and study for your quiz. Remember, the quiz will be on Chapter 5 in your textbook. We will have the quiz as soon as I get back.
What will the teacher probably do next? Number 2. Listen to a principal making an announcement in school.
I've spent 12 wonderful years here at Washington Middle School. I leave today with great memories of this place and of the students who I've known over the years. I would like to take the opportunity to personally say goodbye to any students who want to stop by my office after school. After today, I'm afraid it's goodbye. Tomorrow morning, I will clean out my office and start my life as a retiree.
What will the school principal probably do after school? Number 3. Listen to a teacher talking to a class.
Okay, this is our brand new interactive whiteboard. I'll be using this on a daily basis for class notes. It also has some other useful functions that we will be using. There is internet access, so I can show you pictures. We can also use it for doing interactive puzzles. In fact, that is what we'll be doing next. Now, it's very expensive, so please do not touch the whiteboard without my permission.
What will the students probably do next? Number 4. Listen to a school principal making an announcement in school.
There have been a number of complaints from local residents this week about noise. It seems some of you are yelling, running around, and generally being noisy when you walk home. This has to stop. So, today after school, some teachers will be patrolling the nearby streets, looking for any students who may be causing a disturbance. I will also be watching from my office window. Please remember this if you are walking home from school.
What is the principal going to do after school today? Questions 5 through 7. Listen to part of a conversation between a student and his teacher.
I'm not angry at you for falling asleep in class. I just want to check if everything is okay with you. Have you been getting enough sleep?
Yeah, I get plenty of sleep. It's just that I ride my bike to school because I live in the countryside and the bus doesn't go out that way. Both my parents work full-time. They're both doctors and they start work early, so they can't bring me to school. It's really a long way to ride and it makes me tired, especially before the first class of the day.
I see. I didn't know your situation. I'm going to contact your parents tonight. Perhaps some other arrangements can be made. Okay, you'd better get to your next class now. We'll talk more about this tomorrow.
Now answer the questions. Number 5. Why does the boy not ride the bus to school? Number 6. Why do the boy's parents not bring him to school? Number 7. What will the boy probably do next? Questions 8 through 10. Listen to a conversation between a student and his teacher.
Yes, Juan? What is it?
I lost my watch. I had it on earlier today, but now it's gone. I know I had it because I checked the time during lunch. I had a drama club meeting at 12:30. So can I go to the office and look in the lost and found?
Class has just started. Why didn't you check the lost and found between classes?
Sorry, Miss Clark. I just noticed it now.
Well, all right. But before you go, have you thought about where you might have left it? Did you take it off for any reason between lunchtime and now?
I don't think so. Oh, wait. I went to the washroom during my last class. I usually take off my watch to wash my hands, so I might have left it there.
It sounds like you better hurry and check there first.
Thanks, Miss Clark.
Now answer the questions. Number 8. When did the boy realize his watch was gone? Number 9. Why does the boy know he had his watch earlier today? Number 10. What will the boy probably do next? Questions 11 and 12. Listen to part of a conversation between a student and a school gardener.
I can see you're interested in gardening. Do you have a garden at home?
Yeah, my mom gave me a small plot in our backyard for me to use. I don't really know what to do with it yet.
Well, you could plant some flowers, or you could grow some vegetables.
I love to eat vegetables, and it's kind of fun picking them too. But Mom is already growing a lot of vegetables: tomatoes, carrots, basil, onions, and a few others. So I guess I'd like to grow some pretty flowers.
Then I suggest that you buy some tulip bulbs and plant them in the fall. Then you'll have some beautiful flowers in the springtime.
Is it hard to grow tulips?
Not really, no. Just cover the bulbs with soil and give them some water.
That sounds pretty easy. Thanks a lot.
Now answer the questions. Number 11. Where is the girl's garden? Number 12. What is the girl probably going to do in the fall? Questions 13 and 14. Listen to part of a conversation between a student and her teacher.
Mr. Yamamoto, what are you doing out here?
Hi, Jordan. I'm here making sure students get home safely.
Is this because of the accident last week?
Well, actually, that student wasn't hurt, but he could have been. Anyway, yes, that's why I'm here. We don't want anything like that to happen again. The problem is there are no crosswalks at this corner, but a lot of students want to cross here anyway so they can walk home through the park.
I know. I do it too.
Well, Jordan, I'll tell you what I tell all the other students. Please do not cross here. It's difficult for drivers coming around the corner to see you. Go a little farther up the street to the crosswalks and use the pedestrian lights. It's much safer.
You're probably right, even though it will take a little longer to get home.
Now answer the questions. Number 13. What happened last week? Number 14. What will the girl probably do next time she walks home from school? Questions 15 and 16. Listen to a teacher talking in a biology class.
People smile when something makes them happy. This could be because they see a person they love or because they just heard a funny joke. But what can we say about the smiles of newborn babies? They are too young to understand jokes or even recognize people yet. But scientists have observed newborns smile at just 1 day old. It turns out that the smiles of newborn babies are not actually real smiles, but instinctive reflexes. By smiling, a baby is signaling to the people around her to come closer. This helps protect the baby from any possible danger. So the smile of a newborn may actually be a kind of defense mechanism. A smiling newborn can also get what she wants immediately. That is because parents react so strongly to a smiling baby. This leads us to another fascinating question. Why do parents want to approach their smiling babies?
Now answer the questions. Number 15. What is one reason that a newborn baby smiles? Number 16. What will the teacher probably talk about next? Questions 17 through 19. Listen to a teacher talking in a biology class.
The most famous of all the insect-eating plants is, of course, the Venus flytrap. This is probably because its leaves actually look like wide-open mouths with long, sharp teeth. But the leaves are not like mouths. That is, they don't open and close like mouths. Scientists know that the Venus flytrap traps insects by changing the natural shape of their leaves. When the leaves are wide open, like an open mouth, they are convex, or in other words, they are bent outwards. But when an insect walks across the leaves, the chemicals in the leaves change, and this, very suddenly, makes them concave. Concave is the opposite of convex, so the leaves now bend inwards in order to trap the insect. But Venus flytraps don't eat every insect they trap. They actually let some go. There are a few reasons for this.
Now answer the questions. Number 17. Why is the Venus flytrap probably the most famous insect-eating plant? Number 18. What causes the leaves of a Venus flytrap to close? Number 19. What will the teacher probably talk about next? Questions 20 through 22. Listen to a teacher talking in a science class.
Before 1961, scientists thought it was impossible to travel to the outer planets. They believed it would require too much time and energy. But in 1961, scientists theorized that if a spacecraft traveled close enough to a planet, the gravity of that planet would literally throw the spacecraft farther out into space. This, they concluded, would allow the spacecraft to reach the outer planets faster using less energy. In 1977, scientists used this theory to help propel two space probes. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 were able to reach and study all the outer planets. It took the space probes just a fraction of the time expected to reach their destinations. For example, Voyager 2 reached Neptune in only 12 years. Scientists originally thought it would take 30 years. Today, both Voyagers have passed Pluto and are now exploring far beyond our solar system. Scientists hope to get valuable information about deep space from these new Voyager missions.
Now answer the questions. Number 20. Why did scientists think it was impossible to travel to the outer planets? Number 21. How did the Voyager space probes finally reach the outer planets? Number 22. What will the teacher probably talk about next? Questions 23 through 25. Listen to part of a discussion in a history class.
Until about the 7th century, European wars were fought primarily on foot. Though there were horse soldiers, or cavalry, they were not very effective in battle because the rider had to use all his strength just to stay on his horse. He could not use his weapon freely for fear of falling off.
Then why did the armies even have cavalries at all? I mean, it sounds like they weren't really useful.
Actually, they were useful if the enemy was retreating. The cavalry could chase the enemy and easily kill them. But it wasn't until after the 7th century that cavalries became important. At that time, the horse stirrup was introduced into Europe from the East. How do you think this changed things?
Stirrups gave the rider a place to put his feet so he wouldn't fall off his horse in battle.
Exactly. So the rider could use all his strength to fight. Stirrups literally changed the way Europeans fought wars. Let's talk about another invention from the East that changed warfare in Europe: gunpowder.
Now answer the questions. Number 23. Why was the cavalry not effective in battle before the 7th century? Number 24. How were cavalries useful before the 7th century? Number 25. What will the teacher probably talk about next?